What is going on, everybody? I want to apologize for not getting a video out this past week. I've been pretty ill and really didn't want to get in front of the camera with all this sickness that's been going on. So I'm really apologetic about that. So I'm feeling a lot better today. So I thought I'd get this thing rolling here with a question from Andy. Okay, so let's get started. I'll read you his question. Great video as always, my friend. This came in as a comment on one of my other videos. You should make a video on how to apply for jobs while in your full-time job and how to get the recruiter's calls without getting your boss's attention. You could also add on to that how to go to interviews while you're at your full-time job, because you do not want to leave your current job and then look for one. Thank you once again for sharing. That's a good question. You definitely don't want to leave your job before you find something else, unless you've got the finances to sustain yourself, right? So every day people are looking for jobs. They need to figure out how to get to these interviews without your boss knowing, right? So let's tackle the first question about getting recruiters' calls. All right, the recruiters are going to call and they're going to email you whenever they feel like it. Number one, okay. I get a lot of emails, not necessarily phone calls very often, but definitely emails. And there's so many amateur recruiters out there. It really makes me wonder how they get their job done. But anyways, here's 3 things that you could do to help alleviate some of those phone calls. Okay, number 1, okay, if you're at work, right, and you see a phone number show up on your phone, okay, your phone's ringing, you see a number you don't recognize, don't answer the phone, right? So that's the obvious one, okay? You're not going to answer the phone if it's a number you don't recognize while you're at work, okay? Especially if you know that you've been getting calls from recruiters, okay? So that's number 1, right? Number 2, set up a Google Voice account. So you need a Gmail account first. Go set up a Google Voice account and change your number on your resume to be your Google Voice. Okay? This way, nobody's calling your cell phone, right? Especially if your resume is out on the internet. You don't want your phone number public. That's the first mistake. So go get yourself a Google Voice account and personalize your Google voicemail so that it has your information on it, the best time to contact you, and you also want to know the best time to contact them so that you can call them back, okay? So that's number 2. I think that's probably most important, is you need to get your cell phone off the internet, okay? Number 3, on your resume, at the top, put down the best time to reach you, okay, by phone. Right? Obviously, they can contact you anytime via email, but put bracket somewhere at the top where your contact info is, best contact time is, and put the hours in there, and make sure you include your time zone, because there are recruiters from all over the United States that are calling. So those are the 3 things that I would do to help keep recruiters from calling you on your phone unsolicited. And when you don't want to when you don't want to get the phone, especially when you're at work, okay? Next, how do you go to an interview while you're working a job? The only thing I can tell you, okay, is that you're going to have to figure that out, because I don't know what your situation is. Most companies have something called paid time off or paid time leave or sick leave or vacation leave, whatever they call that, okay? You're going to have to figure out how to utilize that time so that you can go to your interviews, okay? Obviously, you're not going to tell your manager or boss why you're taking the time off, but you need to figure that out on your own, okay? If you don't have any time off, that's going to be a struggle. Okay, and I don't really know what to tell you to do there. Maybe you have to call in sick if that's something that your conscience will let you do. It's unethical, maybe. I don't know, but you're going to have to figure that out, okay? The other thing you could do is, if it's a phone interview, easy enough, you could schedule that during your lunch break, or you could schedule it before or after work. So maybe on your commute before work or after work, only if it's a phone interview. And if it's not a phone interview and it's someplace you need to go, then what I would do is I would try to schedule several interviews within the same day, so you don't have to take multiple days off, okay? If that's possible. If you're actively looking at different jobs, different companies I should say, then that's what I would try to do, is try to coordinate those interviews the best you could for one day, and then you could just knock it all out. But going to interviews while you're working is never an easy thing. That's always going to be a challenge for anybody, okay? And so it's just something that you're going to have to figure out on your own and kind of just work through it, right? Hopefully that helps you out, and I would love to hear your comments down below. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome. There's lots of good content on this channel. For those of you that keep watching, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys and gals stopping by and leaving the great remarks and things like that. Lastly, if you haven't subscribed or clicked the link below to get my free resource guide, I'd like you to do that, and that'll add you to my community mail list, keep you up to date on what's going on, some other cool stuff. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Keep the questions flowing in. I love helping out as much as I can. You can always leave them down in the comments section, or you can send me a private message through YouTube. And the way to do that is you go to the home page of my channel and you click on the About button, and then in that section is a Send Message button. It's kind of hidden. I don't know why they make it so hard, but anyways, love to hear from you. We'll talk to you in the next video. See ya.